So welcome back.
Welcome to our webinar.
3 o'clock, so we're going to start the webinar.
Yep.
I'd like to introduce myself. For those that aren't aware, my name is Patrice Hugueron. I am the CTO of Dacus Decision Systems.
My name is Ryan Fleury, Director of Marketing, Communications, and Advertising over here at Dacus.
And we also have right next to us Patrick Gauvin, who is going to be acting as the moderator. And if you have any questions or comments, he's the one that's going to be fielding that. Some of the questions, comments, we're going to save till the end of the session, and some of them he might interrupt us if it's really pertinent to the topic. So go ahead, ask away in the comments box.
That's right. So we're very happy to have you here with us today. We reached out to you. We wanted to know what was important to you with the holiday selling season coming towards us. So we set up some videos. We have a lot of new tutorial videos up on YouTube. So subscribe to our channel, please, so that you get notified when we add more, which we will be doing. Let's cover the order of things. So based on your resounding responses, we're going to be covering the multiple manufacturer instant rebates in no specific order, UB2K, universal browser to kiosk, coupons and memberships, and BOGO and free shipping. Oh my! Responsive banners on high-performance responsive websites, the new checkout, photo factory themes and tags, your questions and answers, and we'll be covering what's new, what's next, and how you doing, your questions, all that kind of stuff. So let's move along. So we asked for your input. You gave it to us, and we want to thank you for that. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Right now we're going to be talking about the banners, okay? So one of the problems with websites these days is that they are responsive, meaning that you have to accommodate visual assets to every screen that you're doing a website on, being a desktop, being a mobile device, being a tablet.
Hey everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to upload banner images and manage a banner carousel for your high-performance responsive website's homepage through your MyDax account. Start by clicking on Admin, then Carousel. Once on the carousel configuration page, click on Add Image. This will create a new banner for your carousel. Select an image to upload. This image will appear by default for all banner size variations. You will now be able to upload all the other banner variations for your phones and tablets. If you're unsure as to the proper banner sizes you should use, please get in touch with webdesign at dacus.com and they'll let you know what's best for your website. Once all the images are uploaded, you can add the image link by pasting the link destination into the link URL field. Click Save. All that's left to do is publish your banner. Make sure your new banner is checked and click Publish. And that's it. You now know how to manage your high-performance responsive website banners through your MyDax account.
So that's a quick overview on how the banners work on high-performance responsive websites.
So essentially, this is a very similar system that we've had for years, the carousel system, which most retailers are familiar with and appreciate. Except with our new high-performance responsive websites, which do resize for desktop, for tablet, and for mobile, the issue is that those banners that are designed exclusively for desktop, they don't show as well on mobile.
No.
So now you can create those 3 versions of those banners for each device size, for each audience that you're targeting with your website.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the manufacturers provide Photoshop files that you can manipulate and massage, so that you can use those and create your own assets to upload to your MyDax account. All right. So this is a video that's actually available with audio on YouTube. Okay, so why don't you check out the next slide there. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to find out when we post new videos. All right.
It's not just available on YouTube, though. If I'm not mistaken, it's available on the help.dacus.com.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
It's going
up
up there.
Article on help.dacus.com. If you search for banners, this video will pop up with the instructions right there. Did we have an example of a site with these banners?
Well, yeah, dacusdemo.com.
Dacusdemo.com.
That's actually what I set up right there, the awesome camera.
So if you go to dacusdemo.com, and if you go there on your phone, if you go there on your desktop, you'll see what we mean by responsive banners right there.
That's right. All right, so another thing you asked for was how to create coupons and memberships. All right, so, I mean, this is a pretty important one right here. Let's get started.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to tackle memberships, coupons, and promotions. I'm going to show you how to create a membership with a buy one, get one promotion attached to it, as well as how to create a coupon for free shipping. Let's start with the membership. Start by clicking on promotions. Then look for memberships under promotion passes. Click on it. From the membership list, click on New to create a new membership. From here, you can name and set your membership parameters. You can set restrictions for VIP-style memberships, where John Doe would be able to take advantage of their membership privileges for up to 5 times a month for as many months as you decide. For now, we're going to create a membership with no restrictions, which is ideal for promotions you want to offer to a wide base of customers. Our parameters are set. Click Create. Now we're going to set the membership code. Click on New and type in the code the customer will have to input at checkout to claim their promotion. Once the input value has been typed in, click Create. Note that a membership can have as many codes as needed. You can let the system auto-generate multiple codes at once. You can export your codes for your own needs, and you can even type codes into the downloaded CSV document and upload them to the membership. Once you're happy with the membership settings, click Save. Now that we've created a membership, it's time to create a promotion to assign to it. We have the choice to build either an item or a cart promotion. An item promotion will latch itself to specific items of your choice, while a cart promotion affects everything in the customer's cart. Let's build a buy one, get one BOGO cart promotion. Under Promotions, click on List. Then click on New under Cart Promotion. A pop-up will appear. Click on BOGO Photo Factory. Name your promotion. Set the discount value and dates, and assign the promotion to the membership we created earlier. Click Create. We are going to set this promotion to give the customer a 100% rebate on a photo book when they order a canvas wrap. To do this, we have to assign the photo gifts to buy and the photo gifts to get. To do this, click on the target promotion, then click on Edit Merchandise List. You'll be presented with a list of all your photo products as possible photo gifts to buy. To narrow it down, I've searched for canvas. Now I'll select the whole Canvas and Fine Art subcategory as the photo gifts to buy. From this same screen, you could have also selected the individual products to apply the BOGO promotion to. Once you're satisfied, click Save. Now we need to set the products to get. Click on Photo Gifts to Get. Since we want to apply the promotion to all of our books, search for book, then select all books by clicking on the parent photo book category checkbox. Click Save. Our membership and promotion is all set, and now it's time to test it out. Here's an order for a 30 by 40 canvas wrap and 2 photo books. On checkout, I'll type the code that was set for the membership and click Apply. The membership code was accepted and the promotion was applied. Since we had 2 eligible books in the cart, the promotion gave us 100% off on the highest price book only and charged full price for the second. We bought one, we got one. Had there been a second wrapped canvas in the cart, the second book would have also been discounted by 100%.
So the BOGO promotion is something we launched last year. It's an extremely powerful promotion as far as how you can set it up.
Yeah.
You can select just a single item to trigger another promotion. So you could do buy an 8 by 10 canvas, get an 8 by 10 canvas. You can also select the percentage that will come off of that promotion. It can be a full buy one get one 100%, or it can be buy one get 50% off that other product. And you can go from one category to another, as well as you saw setting up that BOGO. we did a canvas, buy a canvas, get a book, but it can be really buy a wall art, get any wall art, buy a canvas, get any canvas. And the way it works in the cart is we organize it so that the customer pays for the most expensive qualifying item, and then he receives the second most expensive qualifying item discounted, and then we go through the cart that way as well.
We're going to show you how to create coupons from here. All right, so click on play, please.
Now that we've created our membership, it's time to create a coupon. From the promotions page, click on Coupon and then on New. Set the coupon name and click Create. This time, instead of creating the code manually, we'll click on Generate and let the system do some of the work for us. From the Generate Codes pop-up, I'll let the system assign a 6-character alphanumerical code and tell it to set holiday as the code prefix. I've told my Dacus to create 5 coupon codes for me. Click Create. The codes have been created. Click Save to make all your hard work stick. Now we have to create a promotion to be applied to the coupon. In this case, I'm going to create a free shipping item promotion that I'll assign to canvas wraps only. This means that regardless of the contents of the cart, only canvas wraps will have free shipping when the coupon code is applied. Under Item Promotions, click New and select Free Shipping. Assign a name to the free shipping promotion. Assign the shipping mode that will be offered at no cost. Set the start and end dates, and then assign the coupon you want to attach the promotion to. Since this is an item promotion, you have to select the products to which you want to assign free shipping to. So here we are on the Photo Factory Canvas and Fine Art Wraps management page. To apply the promotion, find a relevant product and click Edit. Scroll down to Promotions and select the appropriate promotion. Click Save. This product will now be eligible for the promotion. If you have hundreds of products to assign, I recommend that you download a CSV to which you can make mass changes. I'll cover this in another tutorial. Okay, now that we've set up our promotion, let's take it for a spin. Once relevant products are added to the cart, type in a coupon code and click Apply. If the coupon has not been claimed, the promotion will be applied. As you can see, the customer will not be charged for express 24-hour shipping. Once the transaction is completed, your My Dacus account will receive a notification that the coupon has been claimed and will flag it as such. This means that nothing will happen if somebody else tries to claim the same coupon code.
So all of this is covered in the help.dacus.com. This video as well, available on YouTube and available on help.dacus.com, will also help you go through these steps of creating a membership with a BOGO or creating a free shipping promotion. Those are two extremely frequently seen promotion types. I also noticed that we have a question about promotions in the question pane, which we're going to address right now. So the question is simply, I want to set up a cart promotion for Fuji products, cards, and ornaments, but I want them to take a flat % off and not a BOGO. So that is possible in our system. Essentially, I'm going to explain the steps real quick. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create an item promotion. In the item promotion dropdown, one of the choices is going to be a X% off promotion. Select that X% off promotion. Put in your parameters. That's going to look very similar to setting up the other promotions. There's going to be a start date, there's going to be an end date, there's going to be a percentage off that you want to offer, and then there's going to be a label for what shows up everywhere. What you're going to need to do, though, is you're going to need to go on each item you want this to apply, which if you're doing greeting cards can be very long. or you're going to want to download the CSV file. Under the Photo Factory tab, there's a CSV file that shows all of the products you have published, and then you can go item by item and check that Y in the field for that product so that you can apply it to a set of items very quickly in that Excel spreadsheet versus going item by item in the My Dacus. If you see that your Fuji 3PG items are under corporate management, what that means is we pushed those products into your account with the pricing already set. So there's a way to wipe that out very quickly. If you go in your account under admin, so in the My Dacus under admin, you're going to see a corpo management left-hand menu, and then there's a button that says Clean Up Corpo. What that does is it gives you control back on those items, and then you can treat them like your own. So that's how you're going to want to do that for your 3PG products. What we do when we push them in at MSRP is we lock them, and then you have this way to unlock them. Hopefully that answers that question.
It must, all right. Also, just a quick word, if you do have a lot of promotions, memberships, coupon codes that you want to create, you have an idea, you don't really have the time to create them, to set them up in your My Dacus account. This can also be a part of the concierge service that we offer on a regular basis. So meaning that for manufacturer instant rebates, you can set up the concierge service for SEO, SEM purposes, and even for things like setting up coupons and memberships, promotions, all that kind of jazz. That can be set up as well through the concierge service, respecting your parameters and respecting your wishes.
And before we go on to the next topic, that question about 3PG was very topical. 3PG being the Fuji Personalized Photo Products Group. 3PG is available in Canada and the US. And my comment is specifically about Fuji 3PG US. You would have received a Black Friday type promotion deal from Fuji. Today is the last day to make your selection of which item you want to have on promotion. So make sure you send that to Fuji, and then you can go in and set your pricing on those items for Black Friday, because they do have a promotion for you 3PG USA. And you should have all that information, and today is the last day you can answer to your field rep, I believe.
All right, subscribe to our YouTube channel for new video notifications. All right, Pat, I'll let you talk about this one.
So the multiple manufacturer instant rebates is something that's more specific to the camera vendors, specifically the big brand vendors. They're to help you better manage your instant rebates for the holiday. Essentially, you used to be limited to putting in one instant rebate per product. Now we're going to go in and show you how you can set up multiple instant rebates per product. We're going to show you how you can do this in the My Dacus directly, but also remember that this is available via the CSV file as well.
This new tool will let you plan up to 4 rebates ahead of time, assisting you in configuring your prices well ahead of schedule and saving you time in the process. From your My Dacus inventory, select a product you want to assign an instant rebate to. This particular product already has an instant rebate assigned to it. We'll add a new instant rebate that will automatically start once the old rebate expires. Scroll down on the product editor page to the Other Rebates section and click on Add Rebate. From here you can set the dollar amount of the rebate, assign it a name, and determine its start and end dates. Once you're done setting up your rebate, click Save. And that's it. Pretty simple stuff.
So you can go in and you can create up to 4 rebates per product to help you set up all of your instant rebates for the holiday season and year round as well. It's not like they stop doing instant rebates outside of the holiday season. This is an ongoing situation.
Yep. All right. I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah,
we're good.
So in the My Dacus, you can do it product by product. You can download the CSV file. You can do up to 4 rebates via the CSV file that way ahead of time. When you download the CSV file, you'll notice we can also download by brand and by category, which can also help you do this a lot more easily. And lastly, if you are fed up with programming your instant rebates, we've said it before, we'll say it again, the concierge service is there for you for that.
It's actually a very popular feature when you're talking about the concierge service. It saves manufacturers, It saves our retailers a lot of time. Okay, tons of time, and they can focus on other things as well, like hosting barbecues and enjoying the holiday season.
Were you aware that we want you to subscribe to YouTube, where all these videos are, where new video notifications are?
That's right.
All right.
All right, let's start this one up. What? Stop for a second.
Before we start the video, the UB2K has certain advantages as far as using it with the kiosk. UB2K being that universal browser to kiosk, which is how we want files to go from the phone to the kiosk.
Mm-hmm.
It's our preferred method to do so. This video is going to show you how to set it up. It's going to show you how that works, and then we'll tell you why this is better than everything else on the market. So let's look at that video right now.
Go for it.
Today I'm going to show you how to set up the Dacus Kiosk Universal to Browser Kiosk technology. This feature, also commonly referred to as UB2K, will allow you to wirelessly transfer images from any device via your store's Wi-Fi network at blazing fast speeds without the use of an app. Let's get our hands dirty. The first thing you need to do is set up a static IP address. If you don't know how to do this, I would encourage you to check out the link that's pasted in the description of this video for instructions. Or you can contact support@dacus.com for assistance. If you've already done this and need to find your IP address to set up UB2K on your kiosk, search for CMD and launch the Windows command prompt. Type ipconfig and look for your IPv4 address. Select and copy it. We'll be using that in a second. Now launch the Dacus Kiosk Control Center and paste your IP address into the host name or IP field. Click on the Wi-Fi tab, then click the checkbox for Wi-Fi photo transfer to enable the feature. Lastly, enter your preferred network's name and its password. This information will be displayed on the kiosk so that the customer will be able to hop onto your Wi-Fi network. Congratulations, you're all set up. Now let's try it out. Click on Start to launch the kiosk. Start an order and select Wi-Fi upload. We are now on the Uploading Your Photos over Wi-Fi screen. Here you'll find the network and network password your customers will need to hop onto your Wi-Fi. Once joined, they can open their camera app and focus in on the QR code. Once the QR code is scanned, they will be prompted to click on a call to action to open the image picker. The customer can click on Select Photos to be able to choose the photos they wish to have printed. Once they have decided on their pictures, they can click on Upload Photos to quickly upload the pictures to the kiosk. By the way, there's no trickery or fancy time manipulation involved here. This is how UB2K performs in real time. From here, the customer can complete their print or photo product order as they normally would. For instant printing purposes, you can pair the kiosk along with its UB2K technology with the Fuji DX100 printer so you can allow your happy customers to walk into the store and walk out minutes later with their prints in hand.
Yeah, so that setup there is really how you activate it if you have a simple setup. If you have a more complicated setup, there are other options. Your kiosk can be on a guest Wi-Fi and your lab can be on a different network. The UB2K can bridge those two networks, so that's a more complicated setup. There's instructions about that on help.dacus. We can also help you with that, support@dacus.com. So what's really, really interesting about the UB2K is that it is the quickest way of sending photos from a phone to a kiosk on the market right now. You go on your phone, you go directly to browse your own photos. They can be on the phone, they can be in iCloud, they can be in Google Photos if you have an Android phone, and automatically they go from your device to the kiosk. So there's no more of that uncertainty when you plug in your wire. Is my photo actually on my consumer's device or on my device? The phone takes care of that through the browser. You don't have to load 100% of the photos into the kiosk. You can load up just the photos that you select. So it's really the native experience on the phone that brings the photos to the kiosk.
Let's see, all right. We got Russ there.
So I have a quick question about the UB2K.
I think it's more of a comment.
It's more of a comment.
Yeah,
UB2K can be set up on an ad hoc hosted network for those who only have a wireless device on their kiosk PC but have no other wireless LAN equipment at their shop. It works great.
Oh, thanks, Ross.
Thank you, Ross. Yeah, that's what we're trying to say. So if you have any questions about UB2K, if you haven't set it up yet, if you need help, support at Dacus.com and we'll get that there. All the instructions are on YouTube and help.dacus.com.
Yeah, like I mean, we're giving you these tutorials on how to get it set up, but really, you'll probably end up contacting support at Dacus.com, and that's fine. That's fine.
That's part of the service.
All right. Okay, so you submitted questions to us. That was part of the survey as well. So why don't we get to those? All right. The first question I have here is, how do I create a dedicated holiday deals page?
Okay. So this will depend if you are talking about a dedicated deals page for hardware, or if you're talking about a dedicated deals page for Photo Factory products, greeting cards, canvas prints, things like that. I say it differs, but it's still a pretty similar concept.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Advanced Web Store, you have a concept called custom tags. And with those custom tags, you can then go tag products and create specific landing pages that will have just those products. So what we're talking about here, let's say the promotion type we did 2 or 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we did a top 10 gifts for him, top 10 gifts for her, top 10 gifts for a teenager, top 10 gifts for a Nikon enthusiast, top 10 gifts for a Canon enthusiast. So essentially what you're going to be doing on the hardware side is you're going to create a custom product tag in your My Dacus. You're going to tag those items, and then you're going to tell webdesign@dacus.com about your tags, and they will create those landing pages for you.
Yeah.
Similarly, the concept exists for Photo Factory as well.
Right. That's right.
You can go tag your own products and essentially accomplish the exact same thing. So you can add theme tags for products in Photo Factory and create your custom catalogs that way as well.
Yeah, and I'm glad you bring that up, because that was actually one of the popular questions. So how do we use Photo Factory tags and themes and things of the such, right? I mean, this is a tool that's going to come in handy throughout the whole year, because, you know, a lot of people still have Halloween templates up. You know, it's November. Take those off, you know. Make your greeting cards easier to surf. Same thing, once Thanksgiving is done, get rid of those Thanksgiving cards. I mean, once Christmas passes, get rid of the Christmas cards. So your goal right now should be to clean up your template inventory as much as possible. Okay, and just to showcase things like Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, you know, Thanksgiving, the popular themes for this time of year being November until New Year's.
So you're essentially saying clean up your templates,
Yep.
Take out the old templates, and also on the templates you have tags you can add, and by adding those tags you can make those landing pages.
Yeah, it'll essentially help you in building dynamic material on your website. It's always a nice feature to have things built by themselves with a couple of easy clicks and a couple of easy decisions.
So look, we're going to come back to a quick question about the universal browser to kiosk.
Yep.
Before we keep going. So Becky asks, how do you access the iCloud from UB2K? So this is what's really cool about using the actual device, the actual phone, when you're sending it to the kiosk, because when I'm navigating on my phone looking for images, all of my iCloud images are actually just shown as thumbnails. Mm-hmm. And when I select one, it will automatically download to the device and then go across to the browser. So I don't need to access iCloud specifically. It's already on my device. Now, I obviously can't go access somebody else's iCloud unless they shared those photos with you through iCloud sharing. Now, that's more of a Mac Genius type question. We're not going to get into iCloud sharing today. But I have iCloud activated on my iPhone. I actually don't store much on my iPhone, and when I use UB2K, when you select a photo, it downloads and then it goes across to to the kiosk.
Yeah.
that way.
That demo actually, when you saw it working during the video, that was actually cloud photos.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully that answers your question, Becky.
Yeah. All right. Next question. How can I create custom bundles and accessory packages to increase upselling possibilities and potential?
All right. So, if I remember correctly, many years ago, one of the first videos you created at Dacus was creating custom bundles.
Yeah, it's a very tame
So
video.
that's creating custom bundles for hardware. So we're talking about cameras and things like that. That's available as part of the advanced web store. So as long as you have the web store plan that qualifies for that. Directly in your My Dacus, in your inventory page in every category, you have a button that says create new bundle. And then in that bundle, you can pick a camera body, you can pick a lens, you can pick a flash, you can pick amongst anything in your inventory to assemble these items together into a bundle. So that's one way right there. And there's a video about that on help.dacus.com and on YouTube.
Okay.
Right?
And honestly, like, for having done it, I find it shockingly easy. You know, I've done it a couple of times, and yeah, it's pretty easy. The video is insane, but the actual job is easy to do. And again, hey, I sound like a broken record. If you don't want to do it, we have the SEO, SEM concierge service. Hey.
And what's nice about that bundles is you can choose the accessories that go there. So if you are a ProMaster dealer, you can put ProMaster memory cards in your bundle, ProMaster filters. If you have other preferences, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about accessories?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot more I want to say about that.
Yeah.
Head back. So there is a way to create custom accessory packages. That's also directly in your inventory tool. It's a bit more work though, except this will let you replace our recommended accessories by your selections. So we do have some automatically recommended accessories in the Dacus web store. This does an okay job, but sometimes there are specific accessories that you want to recommend, and that accessory package creator in the My Dacus allows you to replace our accessory recommendations by your own. And then that last thing, to increase upselling potential, that there's something that is dropping very, very soon in the promotions, which should be in the coming up or what's new.
Yes.
But I'm just gonna drop this now. That BOGO type promotion we saw earlier, where you can choose a canvas and give away a book, choose a canvas and give away another canvas. That promo type is coming to the hard goods section as well. That's going to let you do things like with the purchase of certain cameras or any camera, you can save 20% on bags or memory cards or qualifying accessories. So that BOGO type promotion is going to be coming to hard goods, I believe sometime next week or in 2 weeks, but that's coming up for the holidays, and you will be able to use that promotion type. So that should be very exciting for the hard good vendors, and that is a promotion type that's been asked for a very long time, and I'm very happy to be able to deliver it to you now.
The process to create that BOGO promotion is going to be very similar to how Photo Factory works, or we're looking at a completely different engine?
It's going to be very similar to what we saw with
good
Photo
stuff.
Factory. So if you see how to do a BOGO in Photo Factory, almost the exact same experience for BOGO in hard goods. So you can select multiple cameras, or you can select all of your cameras, and then which accessory categories would get a percentage off discount. So that's not in the bundles tool, but at the same time, if you create those bundles, you can set whatever price you want. So that's for more at-large cross-selling than creating bundles. And there was a question about bundles from Lauren. Can you create a bundle that has discounts for certain items, for example, ProMaster? Well, when you create a bundle, you set your own price.
Yep.
So essentially, you can discount your accessories in the bundle. That's kind of the whole point of making the bundle. All of these come together, and if you buy all of these together, well, you save $50 over that cost of buying the items individually.
All right. We said a lot about that. Are you done with that? I think I'm done with
I'm
that.
very excited about cross-selling, so yeah, definitely.
Woohoo! All right. Next question. What is the easiest way to arrange items in Photo Factory so the newest and most popular items appear first?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So the easiest way now is there is a drop-down when you're navigating your website, right? So when you're navigating your website and you're on that categories page, when you can see all the products, you see all the templates, you can sort from most expensive to least expensive. You can sort alphabetically. You can also sort by newest to oldest. So that's probably the easiest way. And you can make some of your links go to your newest products that way. The second best way we kind of hit on earlier today, curate your products.
Yeah. I was going to say.
If you don't like the products that are showing up first, take them away.
Put them in a graveyard. Yeah, put them in a graveyard.
Right? You shouldn't have problematic and unpopular products anyways. I understand the long tail philosophy there where you want to have everything available, but at the same time, sometimes removing cards that are out of season might be an idea as well. And then the last one, which is more time consuming, when you're editing your Photo Factory categories, there's a sort button. And that sort button lets you resort your default sorting.
Yeah, and listen, when you use that link or you talk about the drop-down menu and select sort by new, sort by price, that's going to generate a URL if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly.
So
when you're doing your e-blast, when you're doing your Google ads, when you're doing links from banners.
From buttons on your homepage, as simple as that.
You can always choose to sort from newest to oldest and then use that as the link. That's not a problem. That will work just fine. And then if you want your default search to be different, then you can go, and again, you sound like a broken record, but there is a help document about this on how to use the sort feature. And then you can go and sort your products as you want and have your highest margin products first, your most popular products first, your most thematic products first, however you want that to work.
Very good. I guess we're done with that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. By the way, these questions were submitted anonymously, so whoever submitted that question, thank you very much. All right. Next question. How do I set up my Dacus kiosk to provide my customers with access to Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Box, Google Drive, Gmail, and Microsoft OneDrive?
All right. So there's different ways to go about this. My favorite, again, is to do it from my own device and to use the UB2K. When I'm on my iPhone, I have access to my Facebook photos, my Google photos, my Instagram photos, just from my own setup, right? When I click on choose photo, I can browse to my different applications. It works similarly on Android. I'm less familiar with Android, but that possibility is there as well. That's that first way. The second way on the kiosk is you can log into Facebook and Instagram on that main print page when you're printing. The main print page is limited to Facebook and Instagram. That was a choice because otherwise there would be too many, and those are the most popular ones. So that's what works there. And then in the Photo Factory portion of the kiosk, if you're using that online file chooser, which many of you are, then you have access to all of these cloud storage solutions directly in your kiosk. So that's just a toggle when you're setting up your kiosk. You can have that offline file mode, which has just Instagram and Facebook, or you can have that online file mode, which will have all of the other cloud solutions. But again, my favorite way is to take it from my phone and send it to the kiosk, because on my phone I have access to all of these things, because I have the apps for all of these things when I use them. And most of you consumers would as well.
Cool. All right. Moving on. Let's see the next slide. All right, you ready? How do my customers access a limited number of images on their iPhone to kiosk without importing their entire photo library?
I'm pretty sure I answered that one previously when I was going on about the universal browser to kiosk. That really is the best way.
UB2K.
UB2K,
UB2K.
Universal Browser Kiosk. That's the Wi-Fi from device to kiosk. And that is the best way of getting just a few photos from the device to the kiosk, of quickly selecting them. Otherwise, if you are still using the hardwired method, that's still functional, except that will rip everything out of the kiosk. And then on Android phones, well, you can take out the memory card if the phone has a memory card, and that can work as a USB mass storage. So that's very different. But obviously for an iPhone, that's really the best way.
Exactly. Cool. All right. Moving along.
And we forget, you can also order directly from your phone because the phone is an internet browser.
It is.
And then they can go to your website and order from there.
Yeah. I just want to point out something with UB2K. You can really connect to any like device, like even a laptop, a professional who walks in with a laptop and wants to transfer images.
Yeah, I saw that. I was visiting a customer and they brought in their MacBook. They connected to the Wi-Fi network, went to their browser, and they were pushing images from the MacBook directly to the kiosk without having to go through any big steps. Yeah.
Okay. Also, kiosk questions are quite popular. So just going to throw this out there. You can always activate a kiosk for a month or two during a holiday season. Okay, you can decide to get maybe a third, fourth, fifth kiosk for your store. Only pay for the couple of months that you have it and turn it off after the holiday season. All you need to do is advise sales@dacus.com. All right, this next question. Oh, there you go. We already have the answer to that. That was Lauren? Yeah, all right. So this is a legit question that came in through the survey, so I thought, hey, let's tackle it.
All right.
Patrice, war. What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Say it again.
Oh,
all right. I think we've done enough with that. Next.
I'm going to keep my day job.
This was my day job. All right. Next question. How do I create custom photo factory products?
All right. So one of the strengths of our photo factory, of our online photo solutions, is that graphical editor. So I'm not going to go into detail because we've covered this before, and specifically Jody has covered this, right? So Jody made 2 videos for us that are still relevant to this day.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the videos, she's making custom greeting cards. And in one of the other videos, she's making custom photo gifts. That's add-on templates for, I believe...
well, one is an iPhone cover.
An iPhone cover,
okay.
exactly.
So essentially multi-page versus simple.
Multi-page products and single-page products.
Yeah.
So essentially, all you need to know if you want to create your own photo factory products is that you can use your own artwork. So if you have it in Photoshop document, you can save that to JPEG or PNG. You can use multiple layers when you're creating a photo factory product. So you can have a foreground with transparency. That's how you get those cutout shapes where the image can reside under. You can add leading text boxes, or you cannot, and the consumers can add text anywhere on a photo factory product nowadays. So again, help.dacus.com, the videos are there. They're very well made. There's even sample files so that you can create along with Jody, who, by the way, is the Pixel Princess.
Photo Factory Pixel Princess.
The Photo Factory Pixel Princess.
There are different kinds of Pixel Princesses.
That's her new name at Dacus. And if you wanted to create your own cards, your own gifts, if you have sizes that are different from ours, that's one way to get that done. And again, it's something that we can find a way to do for you through the concierge service if that's what you require.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's also important if someone is making, Wolf Fitzgerald Photo, for instance, is a good example of that. Like, he's created a lot of really, really nice custom wall art templates, you know,
I think most of his products are custom.
Yeah.
Pro Digital Photos in Utah, all of their greeting cards are custom. So we have a lot of retailers that are really taking advantage of this and making all of their own products and differentiating themselves.
It's kind of fun too. You know, I enjoy it. The first thing I made was a hockey card, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll have to go. All right. All right. Here's a loaded one. What separates Dacus from other SEO and SEM service providers? Go.
So that is a loaded question. It's one we've tackled often, and we've tried to tackle often over the years. That first thing that separates us from other SEO and SEM providers is our knowledge of the industry. There's no replacement for this. We know the hardware brands, we know the hardware categories, We know the seasonal products. We know those services that generate revenue for your business and that generate margin. And you can't learn that overnight. We've spent years learning that. So that's that first thing there that separates us from other SEO and SEM providers. The second thing is, if you're using our platform, nobody knows our platform quite like we do. This gives us an edge in efficiency. It means that we can get in there a lot faster and do work faster. It doesn't mean that you can't work with other SEO and SEM providers. I'm not barring that door. You can. It's just that we're going to be a lot more efficient. And then we focus on a lot more than just the technical aspects. Whenever we work with outside SEO and SEM vendors, they focus on really technical aspects to the point where it looks like they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes to validate what they're doing, instead of focusing on some other fundamentals like helping you properly set up your Google business pages, helping you properly set up and access your analytics and know what you're getting from that as well. Setting up appropriate landing pages before doing an SEM ad. So we've seen this one often. You get some co-op money, or you decide to put a budget in Facebook ads or Google ads, and immediately these SEM vendors put the budget in the ad without taking the time to properly set up the landing page, make sure the products are available, make sure the pricing is correct, and do all of those things around the SEO and SEM that help drive value.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
And I'm just going to throw this out there. I know it's a little off topic, but connecting to a point of sale system that feeds your MyDax account is kind of important too.
Yeah,
you're creating content.
So when you're a hardware vendor, a camera retailer, or any other retailer, the more products you have on your website, the more pages Google will see, the more fresh and updated your content is, the more often Google will come crawl your site. And that just generates that virtuous circle where traffic begets more traffic. And that's really what you want from your SEO and your SEM. You want it to have a snowball effect.
Right. Did you see what Becky just said right there? Look at that. You guys gave me a great idea for a custom home decor item. I have a great pic of when the Bruins beat Montreal.
That wasn't yesterday, was
That
it?
wasn't yesterday or 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
It didn't even go to overtime, I think.
Yeah,
It has
sorry,
just
Becky.
straight up beat the Bruins.
Not too bad. Well, the refs kind of beat the Bruins. Thanks, Becky.
Nice try. 24 cups say otherwise. Anyways. All right. Next question.
So if you have SEO and SEM questions, those are often very, very focused on your business, and send those to SEO@Dacus.com,
Yeah.
send those to sales@Dacus.com, and we'll answer those individual questions.
Okay. I put two questions on the same slide here. Let's start with the first one. I'll ask them both at the same time. Should I focus my SEO and SEM funds on service or hardware? Okay. Or if I am rebranding my business, should I hold off on my SEO and SEM marketing until my rebranding efforts are complete?
Okay, so these are a little more complex questions here.
They are.
So to that first question, should I focus my SEO and SEM fund on services or hardware? I kind of have to answer yes. The general yes. So kidding aside, this will really depend on your business focus. Yeah. This is a question that's personal to each and every store out there. I mean, if your focus is on growing hardware, well, that's where you're going to focus. If your focus is on growing services, that's where you're going to focus. Now, I will help differentiate that a little bit. When it comes to SEO, focus on every aspect of your business. Obviously, you want to prioritize by higher margin products or by products that bring in more traffic. That's where it gets a little bit more complicated. Your cameras don't have the best margin, but they bring in the most traffic that gives you the opportunity to sell other things, whereas some services like scanning or passport photos are the highest margin, but those are often one-offs, but those are also good ways to be found. So when it comes to SEO, you really want to sprinkle that magic dust all around on your site and focus on what brings people in or what makes money. When it comes to SEM, my answer is going to be a little bit different. SEM is very, very competitive, and it will depend on your market. Obviously, if you are hardware focused, well, then I'm going to say yes, do SEM ads on your hardware, but you might want to focus more on accessories and camera bodies because your pay per click is going to be smaller. Your conversion might be a little higher. Your margin is higher, so you have a better opportunity of making that ad money back. But at the same time, this has to be evaluated on a case-by-case basis.
And also, since we're on the topic of the holiday selling season, using SEM during the holiday selling season is probably a pretty efficient tool.
Yeah, right now is when people are searching. Right now is when people are making their purchasing decisions. We see it every year. Traffic on our hardware-related websites spikes in October. And then it stays high throughout the holiday season, and those purchase confirmations happen throughout November, Black Friday, and then throughout the holidays. So yeah, if you're looking at the question of when, now, and if you're looking at the question of what, like I said, that's a business-by-business decision, and it depends on your areas of focus.
And how? Dacus concierge service.
Yes.
I went there.
You went there. That's been the answer to a lot of things. Okay, let's answer that second question that's on the screen. If I am rebranding my business, should I hold off on my SEO and SEM marketing campaigns until my rebranding effort is completed? So in general, I would say no, you don't want to hold off. The reason there is that if you properly do your rebrand, but your core business stays the same, there's ways when you're redoing your website to ensure that that SEO value gets transferred to your new website. And there's also ways to rebrand a website without necessarily changing everything. So that question would require personal consultation with whoever sent in that question. Mm-hmm. These questions are anonymous, so I'm not going to cover that out. So whoever it is, you can contact us.
Yeah, please do.
But you don't want to hold off on these efforts because that value can be kept through a rebrand, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That value can be kept through a rebrand, so I would not hold off. Now, obviously, if you're talking about rebranding from a camera store to selling pools, yeah, for sure, you're going to want to hold off. But most of our SEO and SEM efforts aren't directed at your brand name because you're already winning the searches for your brand name in your area, right? We're always focused on local searches and the services that you offer searches. What I would precise about that is if you know that as part of your rebrand, you're ditching some categories, then obviously skip those categories and focus your efforts on the categories that are going to remain in your new business.
Cool?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Can you tell me, Patrice, how my Dacus integrates with Google Merchant and Google Shipping?
Shopping. Google Shopping. Google does many things, but they are not yet a shipper.
Very bad.
So,
sorry, I probably have free shipping still stuck in my head.
So essentially, when it comes to Google Merchant and Google Shopping, we have an API integration directly in the My Dacus. So essentially, from your My Dacus, you can enter your Google credentials and then sync your products to Google Merchant services. And then within Google Merchant, you can then select which products to put ads on, which products to promote, and do all of those things. But it is possible to get your entire catalog of hardware directly into Google Merchant services.
Okay. Thank you, Patrice.
Yeah.
All right. I think you're right. We're going to cover what's new. So, Pat, you're going to drive and show us new stuff. Go for it.
Okay. So what we have here on screen is the new shopping cart. This is something we've been rolling out over the last few weeks. It's in the final stages of beta right now. I'm just going to grab this right here so that I can drive. And how do I get rid of this without getting rid of everyone watching us at their place of work?
Two seconds, guys.
All right. So I'm going to open up a browser here. I'm going to go to Dacus Demo. So you can try the shopping cart out on dacusdemo.com to see if it's right for you. And you'll notice here, this is the banner that Ryan was talking about earlier today. If you go to dacusdemo.com on different devices, you will see this banner in different resolutions. Generally, the reason to do this is to help better show on the different devices. But let's get back to what we were doing. Let's go to that new shopping cart. I'm going to go add a camera to that shopping cart so we can show you how it works. So we're going to decide to purchase an A6100. And you can see I've been here before, so I have other things on my shopping cart here. We're going to get rid of that. And we're going to proceed to checkout. So up to this point, the experience hasn't changed. This is now that new experience we're talking about. So if you take a look at your screen, the first thing that you will notice is that we are asking customers to sign in or to sign up. Obviously, if they were already signed into their account, we wouldn't be asking this question, or they can go as a guest checkout, which I'm going to do right now because it's just a little bit quicker. And now I can continue as guest. You'll notice right away it's a more refreshed look. We're going back to that look where it is within your website and not on its own page. So that's something that everyone appreciated up to now. If we look at the page, you see you have a nice order summary on the right-hand side with all the items that are in the cart, the subtotals, the estimated shipping, the estimated taxes. And then on the left side here, we have that, that flow that you guys are used to. So the camera stores and the photo printers have always had some of the most complex checkout procedures we've seen, because you allow for postage, you allow for in-store pickup, some of you have online payment, some of you have in-store payment, some of you have an account mode that allows people to ship their order. So this cart really takes care of all these situations very elegantly and really helps guide the customer through the process. So here we're going to go to pick up in store first. You can see the difference right away. We show the customer the store address. We also show the map. If you click on view larger map, you can go right away to get directions to that store. I'm just going to come back to ship my order here. So the fields, it's properly highlighted which field is required. So I can say I don't need to do customer, the address. I'm going to put in a fake address here. Select Canada. You can select the state or the province. So here you have a drop down here as well, and you can see I restricted our demo site to just Canada. If I were to keep going without filling fields, or if I fill fields incorrectly, you're going to see the messages that invite you to fill out those fields. And then once the page is ready to continue, you can continue. What we've done is at every step of the process, you can easily go back and change something by clicking on edit, or you can keep going. So I'm going to just choose to pay now. We have two different payment gateways set up here. Obviously, the account mode would have allowed me to not pay but have the order shipped, and then you have people give you a call. Pay in store is also an option, but then you have to pick up in store. We're having it shipped. We have the traditional PayPal gateway option here, which is PayPal website payment standard. And then we have the credit card option here, which can you work through either authorize.net or Stripe for the time being. So I'm going to go through the credit card path here. You can see that shipping address is already selected as the billing address. If I wanted to change it, I could add a new address. You see my email is already filled out, but again, I can change the order email if I want to. The phone number here is clearly marked as optional. You can have that required in your system. My name is filled out from earlier, and now the credit card. You can see here that I'm entering a not at all fake credit card. The reason I can do this is we have what's called a sandbox account on the website here. So 4242, 4242 repeated ad nauseum, the expiration date and the security code. This will let me proceed to the next step. And now in here I have a final review. Again, very similar to that previous step. I can edit whatever I want, or I can confirm and pay, which I'm going to do right now. That's going to capture that payment or capture that authorization, and then I can review my order as a consumer here. And you'll notice again, I wasn't signed in. I had done that on purpose because again, we're trying to get those users to create an account on your websites. We're offering them the chance to create an account as well in this step of the process. And obviously, if they create an account, the order they just placed will be saved there.
Mhm.
So that's the big new feature. We've been rolling it out on to retailers on the high performance responsive website. If you are interested in the new checkout, write webdesign@dacus.com. We're going to take a look at your account, make sure that you have the right payment gateways, and then we can get that set up for you.
Right. Hold on a second there, Pat.
Yeah.
Patrick, hold on. Okay. So did we talk about how it's responsive, the cart?
It is responsive. So what I can do, just to show you that real quick, is I'm going to cheat on the desktop here.
Just a quick order.
I'm going to go add another camera to that cart. I'm going to proceed to checkout right here, and then I'm going to sneak into a mobile mode on my desktop here. So I'm just cheating a little bit. So this is what that cart looks like on the phone. So again, you stay in the website. You have that cart summary there as well, which you can clearly see, and you can hide again. The exact same options that were available on the desktop are available on the phone. So I'm going to choose to do a pickup in store here and then continue. And again, obviously I'm going to pay in store because I'm picking up in store. I can fill in that information, and then it's just a fully mobile experience.
Yep.
So yeah, the
Every device
cart is fully responsive. There's a tablet mode as well, so there's an intermediate size. So it's really a modern experience here.
Very excited about that.
I really am. This is gonna look a lot more professional for all of our retailers, definitely.
All right, is there anything else that's on the new docket? We were talking about reusing images for photo projects.
So that's actually something we touched on last webinar. We have a lot of Photo Factory improvements. So one of the most notable ones, if you've gone and placed orders in Photo Factory, is that we have this persistence of the images between the orders. By that, what I mean is if you go and you upload images to a greeting card, but then you decide you want a different card, you back out and you go to another greeting card, you're going to be asked if you want to reuse those images from your last project. And then you can go and you can try those images into as many greeting cards as you want. You can do this with the customer. It really shortens the time it takes to select and order a greeting card. So this should be a very nice development when you're creating greeting cards with customers in store.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should lead to higher conversion rates. It should lead to more satisfied customers. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get back there. So I guess that's it, eh? Thank you for watching. That's for sure.
Thanks for watching. I think we've mentioned it many times. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, specifically follow us on YouTube. All of the videos that Ryan played today with the training videos, those are all on YouTube. They're also all on help.dacus.com. There's a search feature on help.dacus.com. It'll allow you to find any of those videos you were looking for very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I'll reach out to all of you very shortly, probably with an e-blast to do some assets and some links that you guys can find relevant to the questions that were asked today. All right, anything else you guys like to mention before we sign out?
There's a little Q&A session.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a little Q&A session.
Some questions from the field.
So what we'll do is we'll go through those questions one by one. You're welcome to stay and listen to those answers. So the first one is from Bill Eklund, but unfortunately Bill Eklund has left. So we're not going to answer his question. Sorry, Bill. The second question is from Mike Godfrey. Does unique content help improve a website's position on the search engine ranking page? So Mike, unique content is a great way to help your ranking. If you want to create your own content, there's many different ways to go about in doing this. The simplest way is to do a landing page. So if we're talking about, say, the Nikon Z camera, I know there was a big trade up and trade in event that was pretty much continent-wide. I don't know if it was in Australia as well, but definitely in Canada and the US, you saw this trade up and trade in event at all of these retail stores. Create that landing page talking about that event, mentioning the camera. You even have ways now with your new high-performance responsive website to include those products on that landing page and really add a lot of content around it that will be unique to your store. It'll be different from Best Buy, it'll be different from Amazon, it'll be different from anyone else. And that's definitely a good way, to create unique content.
Mm-hmm.
Other ways to create unique content are not referral tools, sorry, rating tools for your specific website. That helps customers interact with your website, leave reviews about your business. For most of you, I wouldn't leave reviews on specific products because that takes an enormous amount of traffic and effort and consistency to get reviews on individual items. You have to follow up after every sale, you have to follow up after every conversation. But more generic reviews on the business and the services in general are a great way to get started, and that counts as unique content, and it's really prized by Google as well. So the answer is yes. I went into a little bit more detail there. Why were both shipping options grayed out? That was by Mike. So we don't pre-select a default shipping option.
Right.
We had pre-selected default shipping options in a previous iteration. It seemed to be more confusing to users, so now we don't pre-select one. We're always evaluating how we can improve the checkout experience, and obviously you've had it longer than most, so do send us your feedback. I do want to hear it. And then we can go and keep iterating and tweaking it to make it better.
Excellent.
That seems to be all of the questions. All the other ones were answered or the people had left. So.
Yeah. And I'd like to invite you all to send us questions, because we can always take another opportunity to answer them, during another webinar. So if there's anything that's recurring, anything that seems a little urgent, I'll be more than happy to help you all out and to get you some information that you need.
Okay. Question from Andrew.
Sure,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
Carousel. Yeah, there is a responsive compliance with the banners now. Maybe he wasn't aware of.
Yeah, so it's a new feature, Andrew. So Andrew's question, can the viewers see the questions? I'm not sure if they can or not. Can the viewers see the questions? Because it's quite a long question.
No.
Okay. So essentially on the new websites, you might have to ask web design because you might have to be switched back to the carousel. If you were switched off the carousel, you might have to be switched back. But yeah, that My Dacus carousel works on the responsive websites now. You can have multiple banners.
Okay. Andrew, what you're asking is, do you have to add additional, yeah, I see where you're getting from. When you
So the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Yes.
When you're using the carousel, you have full control over how many slides are there now. So if you want 4 one day and 5 the next,
Yeah,
and then
you
you're
can
down
do
to
that.
2, that's all automatic now. So yeah, you have much more control using that carousel. So I know you're trying not to write web design, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to write web design one last time about banners. They're going to put that responsive banner system on your site, and then you'll be able to manage it in the carousel, and that'll be done with that.
And I'm actually going to take your name down and write to web design myself.
Cool. One more question from Matt. Is there a way to offer free shipping to encourage account creation for the first usage of a new customer?
So that's not a bad idea. It's actually a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
To tie a promotion to creating an account. Unfortunately, there's no way to do it automatically.
But it's noted.
Yeah. But it is noted. Thank you for that, Matt. That's something. So that whole concept of tying promotions to user accounts is something we've been exploring, but we haven't been able to attack yet. But definitely, it's something of interest in the future.
All right, I think that sums it up.
Yeah, so I think questions have stopped coming in, and I see people are trickling out and getting back to work. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the next webinar, and we'll let you know when it is, all right? So have a great holiday selling season. I hope you guys rock it. I hope to hear a lot of good news. I hope to hear a lot of cool, interesting stories. Be sure to share them with us. As I said before, if you have any questions, please get in touch. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we'll be posting new materials on a regular basis. All right? Thanks, guys. If you have any questions, as I said, just reach out and have a happy selling season. Take care.